Hello everyone and welcome to this episode of Kurt Buckman's Fishing Fusion. So today we're going to be filming at our undisclosed location for our training against Jackson. Like I need any, but still should probably get some practice in. So yeah, we're going to head there for an actually normal episode this time. Alright guys, so we're here in the spot. If you look at out here, we have tons of area where nobody else fishes. So, hopefully, that means that there are fish in here, which I know there are. It's just really weedy. The weeds are kind of our only obstacle right now, as usual. Well, our only normal obstacle anyways. It's gonna be a bit hard to find a place to actually fish. Watch your step, watch your step.
Oh, you got that right. Look at that, it's only weeds for miles.
Yeah, pretty much, but there's this little open patch right here, so we'll see how that goes. Honestly, the weeds can definitely be seen as a good thing, because fish like weeds, so it can definitely work in our favor, but in this case, what I'm doing right now is not working in our favor, and there it goes. Oh my god! Guys, the cricket! She's gone.
And there it is.
I mean, it's not worth grabbing it if it's just gonna fall off. Jeez. Yeah, there it goes. I really don't. Maybe I can grab it. Yeah, you know, I have my phone and stuff in my pocket. I'm not even gonna bother. But
oh, let's watch its funeral procession.
Maybe we shouldn't show footage there. Let's look.
There it goes.
There it goes. Wow. What a run, though. Luckily, they only cost like $3 at Bass Pro, so it's not going to be that much of a problem. But you have to trek
all the way back.
All the way back, yep. Which it's not that far, but
couldn't it be more perilous?
Hopefully it's not a bad omen of things to come, but I doubt it. If I were a betting man, I'd say that we are most certainly going to walk out of here with something. I think I might just go with a regular Senko, regular rubber worm. That might be the play. I still have part of the cricket. That's one thing that I can say still. It's still with us in some way. You know, that piece of wood might be great for a fish tank someday. I'll grab it before we leave. That's the thing, when you're buying driftwood for fish tanks, it's really expensive. Which, like, I do kind of wanna. Once I master my craft of fish tank keeping, I definitely want to make some videos on those, on fish tanks and stuff, since like that's very interesting and sort of it has the same motif as Fishing Fusion. I could definitely find a way to make it entertaining for you all. My current work is really big into saltwater, and it's a completely new world to me since I always did freshwater fish. But over the years, me and my dad have accumulated so much gear for fish tank stuff that we have everything we need to do a saltwater if we really wanted to. And there's definitely a good amount of saltwater fish that I'd like to see in one of my tanks one day, just because they're so gorgeous. You know, like your triggerfish, you know, all that stuff. It's all fascinating to me. Can't really explain why. It's just different people of different walks of life like different things. And I just so happen to like trapping fish in a 3x1 cube. Now we go back. We got the yum worm on, which I'm more of a Gary Yamamoto type guy, like my Senkos, but this should work. We'll see how it goes. Something a little bit different, but familiar at the same time. I don't know, I'm liking the stream that sort of cleared up, you know, that goes towards that intake right there. See, casting with this rod, I'm not too good at it just because it's so light, you know. I'm used to casting heavier baits. this rod's so light, it just kind of launches everything really far. See, the thing that sort of scares me, and I don't know how much validity there is to this about like there being this many weeds, like a lot of like algae in the ocean, a lot of photosynthesis. Not even photosynthesis, that's not the issue. It's that while plants do use photosynthesis, they also respire as well, like we do. Like they breathe normal, so they take up a ton of oxygen. And sometimes that ends up killing a lot, like choking out a lot of species of fish, like those big like sargassum, like red algae outbreaks in the Atlantic Ocean, like along the East Coast. Like so many fish a year die just because of that, just because they get out competed and all the oxygen is taken up from the water just because there's so much algae. So I really hope that that's not the case here. You know, I don't know if respire is a real word. It might be respirate, but you know what I mean. I'm thinking to get into those weeds, we're gonna use a frog. I was thinking maybe the Senko, I could maybe like sort of get under it and stay around it, but it's really not working all that well. So I'm gonna try a frog. See if that helps our luck.
Oh.
See him right there? I don't get how frogs survive in the wild. He's not going for it. Oh yeah, there's multiple. I see multiple eyeing it. Seriously, one of these guys is gonna have to go for it. I really want that big one to get it. I dragged him a while, that big one. Oh yeah, there he is. See him?
Oh.
Yep. You get it? No.
I think so.
Come on. Yeah. There we go. Oh, yeah, he had it in his mouth. You see him looking directly at us? Right there, you see him? Come on, you stupid frog. Hopefully in my attempts to get this frog, we can get a fish. I'm going right over. We're right off, we're on him. You see that? Not anymore. I don't know, I think he kinda realizes, I don't know if he does, I don't know if he realizes that we're not a real frog. Oh, there's another one. You see him? Let me see if this one will bite.
Ooh.
Oh. Ah, shit.
Oh, that was it. That was it.
I know, but it's hard to hook them because their mouths aren't huge. You need like small topwater baits.
You're telling me frogs don't have huge mouths?
Yeah, but not as big as fish. Okay, let's see if this frog forgot. Oh. Okay. Let's let him like get it in his mouth. Alright, there he's going. Yep. See? He's got it.
Yep.
So just give him a second. See, it's hard because I can't really see. I'm gonna struggle a little bit to make him.
Oh, he's nibbling.
Yeah, I know, I can see him. He's got it like fully in his mouth, yeah.
Oh. Slowly.
Yeah. Okay, move back.
Ooh!
There he is!
Look at him!
Oh my god,
That's insane!
We're a green frog?
Look at him!
Big, oh my god. Oh, okay. Alright, buddy.
Yeah, make sure you know how to grip him. We don't want him to be
on
gone.
his side. Oh!
Oh, no.
Nope, I got him.
We're good.
I got him.
Yes,
I got him.
Ah,
Oh my god.
Look at him.
Look at him. Dude, this is a beautiful freaking frog. Look at this gorgeous frog.
Let me...
Wow. Dude, he's insane. Look at him.
It's amazing.
Wow. Well, let me dip him because he's probably...
Gasping.
He needs moisture. What a beautiful frog. Look at this frog. Look at the color on him. Just perfect green. Dude, I've never seen, I mean, I've seen plenty of frogs, but most of them are kind of ugly. Like they got this kind of like darkish green, but this guy's this beautiful shade of green, and he's big too. He's a big green frog. It's not a bullfrog. I've seen some huge bullfrogs, but this guy's really cool. Definitely gonna let him go, but look at him. That's awesome. Oh!
You good? Yep.
All right, froggy.
Goodbye.
Go back.
You know he's going right in our direction.
That was awesome. Okay, that was good. He's still right there.
Yeah. He can be our friend.
Yeah. Kurt Buckman's Frogging Fusion.
It really does feel good to have fish again, or frogs.
Yeah, it is. Isn't it nice actually catching even if it's frogs? Well, let's go for a fish now at this point. Even though that was still really cool. Well, Jackson, can you do that? Can you catch a frickin' frog? Didn't think so. You can't even catch a fish. Like, even if you're like a person, like that still looks like a frog, like in the muck, you know? Like, so imagine if you're a dumb fish. It's just hopping around like that, you know? Or if you're a dumb frog and you're a cannibal. That thing took forever to bite though, honestly. Like, it took forever for it to actually be able to like get a grip on it properly. Frogs are so goofy. I really don't get how they survive in nature. If you ever watch Tier Zoo, which this isn't a free plug, I'm not associated with Tier Zoo in any sort of way. That guy always says that amphibians are like lowest on the totem pole in terms of evolution. So you can imagine that in the wild they're not that effective. But hey, I mean, they're cold-blooded, and they're like, frogs can be vicious. They got those big goofy eyes, and like, you know, they're all like plump and stuff, and like I don't think people see them as that threatening. But you know, if you're smaller than a frog is very scary. Even if you're another frog, as seen by this. I think right there is the same frog that we caught, and I cast it at him again because I thought he might be a different frog, but he tried to like avoid the thing. I think it might be the same frog. Looking at him, we'll see. If we catch him again, I'll look. But yeah, dude, he's not budging. He's looking the thing right in the face. Yeah.
Literally not at all. Yeah, he moves to the side.
He's not moving. I think he knows, dude. I think he figured it out. That's crazy.
They might actually be intelligent.
Yeah, they might. I might have been wrong.
How many frogs have you caught here?
One.
That's literally it?
Yeah.
Seems like Frog City out here.
It is now. It wasn't this weedy at first. You know, honestly, I would put like frogs in a tier above sunfish in terms of like my enjoyment of catching them. I like catching them more than sunfish, but not quite as much as bass.
It's so stoic.
Yeah.
Just look at him.
Yeah. If this one doesn't work, I think I'm gonna give up. See, I'm like literally against him. Yeah, nah, that ain't. He knows. He is. I think I scared him from ever biting anything ever again. So, because that's scary, you know. Like if you're a wild animal, like you're fearing for your life if something like that happens to you. I obviously didn't plan on hurting the guy, but something like that, like he's clearly learned from it. So.
I mean, to be fair, how do you feel when you're being pinned down by a freaking rhino?
Yeah, no, that would suck. Except the rhino's actually trying to hurt you.
Oh, they don't know that. Maybe they just want to.
Yeah, maybe they just want to catch us and throw us back. I don't think rhinos think like that. I think rhinos are probably just as stupid as he is, honestly. I don't know. This is a weird looking caterpillar. I don't really know how I feel about picking him up. I just want to get him on a rock. Up real quick, no problem. It's a cool looking one, huh?
Look at him.
It's like a one you'd see in like a Nat Geo documentary, it feels like. That's cool. I think I got back to my water bottle right before it became too hot to drink because it's still kind of cool, but it's definitely on the brink. So I'm glad I decided to drink when I did. Good. It's not alcohol. I promise. It's water. So yeah, I mean, you know, I hate to be that kind of YouTuber, but if you guys want to see like kind of like fish tank stuff, like more like actual like aquarium stuff, comment down below, because I can definitely do more of that content, because I you know, even for people who aren't in the hobby, I think it could definitely be kind of interesting. So if you guys want to see that stuff, just let me know, and I'm sure a good amount of you will. So thank you in advance for your comments. I actually had a little bit of a meeting with my best friend and mentor, Kurt Angle. As you can see, here is a photo from the conference, the summit between Kurt Angle and Kurt Buckman. And I can't disclose this information, but Mr. Angle taught me everything that I need to know to best Jackson Klein. And you might be saying, well, what does Kurt Angle know about fishing? And I would retort that with, Kurt Angle knows everything about everything. So I'm going to take his advice above all others. You know, there's just something about people named Kurt. You know what I mean? Kurt Angle, Kurt Cobain, Kurt Buckman. We're all just swell guys, you know? We're also all super talented. So if to any, you know, new parents out there, name your kid Kurt, because they'll be as awesome as me. That's the most pretentious shit I've ever said. Yeah, guys, I mean, I'm fairly confident that I'll beat Jackson. The thing about fishing is like a good amount of luck, but you can definitely tell the people who know what they're doing over the people that don't. So I think definitely I obviously have the experience factor over Jackson. But the question is if I'll have luck on my side, because Jackson he took the sport like a duck to water. First time I took him, he did catch a good amount of fish. First time I took him, he definitely has an idea of what he's doing. He took to setting the hook right away. You know, he caught fish his first time. So Jackson is a bit of a prodigy, you might say. So even though he's relatively new to the sport, he could end up getting lucky, and he could end up somehow managing to eke out a victory, but I'm confident that won't happen. I have so much gear, I have so much stuff, I have so much in my arsenal that we're obviously going to have to pick a really good place to fish, a really good location. I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm thinking maybe the Charles River, like a place where there's a ton of water flow, because that's good. Fish like rivers and fish like flow. So that's definitely an option. I think that's probably what we'll end up going with, because it's really local too, which helps. Yeah, probably end up being a Charles River episode. I have a few places on the Charles River where I've caught in a good amount of fish, and I don't know what the rules will be. I know between me and Jonah it was no bass, but I feel like between me and Jackson it might have to be all encompassing, just due to the grandeur and epicness of the battle that we're gonna have. And hopefully he got my message, because if he didn't, that would be unfortunate, because I'd just be talking out my ass right now. Not that I usually don't talk out my ass on camera, because I tend to babble on and on and on and on. So yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. Alright guys, so I've had just about enough of the heat, so I think we're gonna wrap this one up. But I'd say that's a success. We caught something. I very, very strategically caught a frog, so that kind of boosts my morale when it comes to catching fish, because I'm gonna whoop Jackson's ass. So yeah, that's just about it. That's just about all I can leave you with before the great confrontation, the epic battle between me and Jackson Klein. So yeah, that's just about it, guys. Thank you so much. All right, ready to go. What the hell is that in the rear view? Oh, it's the Instagram. It's this guy again.